I have with me 2 meter sticks. I'm going to use them to demonstrate one of the most brilliant experiments of the ancient days. A scientist by the name of Eratosthenes, that's spelled with an E, E-R-A-T-O-S-T-H-E-N-E-S, Eratosthenes. He conducted an experiment based off of a coincidence. You see, one day he was gathering water from the well. And when he looked down the well, he saw the reflection of the sun. And he figured that at that moment, the sun must be directly above. Otherwise, how would the reflection of the sun appear at the water at the bottom of the well? Now, he was, as many were, struggling with the idea of the earth being round or flat, stationary or in motion. So he thought, well, I'm going to conduct an experiment, because here, if the earth is flat, then this phenomenon should occur elsewhere as well. However, if the earth is round, if it's a curved surface, then if I see the reflection of the sun in this city at some other city in the distance, I won't be able to, because it will be on a curved surface angled slightly differently.
Oh, hey. Hi. Thanks for watching these videos. Please remember to click subscribe, like, share them with your colleagues, and then click show more below each video. Lots of lesson plans and ideas, inquiry questions, perfect for your classroom.
So to prove this, he conducted an experiment with a couple of sticks. He placed one stick in Alexandria. He did so on a day when the stick cast no shadow. That means that the sun was directly above it. He had an assistant take a second stick 800 kilometers away. Now, of course, they didn't use kilometers as a unit of measurement in those days, but it was the equivalent of 800 kilometers away. He had his assistant place a stick in the ground at that location at the same time on the same day. If the earth is flat, neither would cast a shadow. However, if the earth were round, one of the sticks would cast a shadow while the other one didn't. And so the experiment was conducted. There would have been some time frame in which the assistant would have to come all the way back to this location where Eratosthenes was, and they compared notes. And guess what? Where Eratosthenes' stick did not cast a shadow, his assistant's stick did. And to Eratosthenes, this meant that the earth was round. And in fact, because of the measurements of the shadows, Eratosthenes was able to determine the size of the earth. You see, the angle of the shadow was 7 degrees. And if you extend that stick and that shadow down to the center of earth, that 7 degrees is a fraction of the 360, which means, now follow this carefully, maybe you have to write this down, that 800 kilometers was 7/360ths of the entire way around. And in fact, 7/360ths is about 1/50th, approximately. Well, if I take 800 and multiply by 50, I get 40,000 kilometers. And guess what the circumference of the earth is? About 40,000 kilometers. Eratosthenes had it right all these centuries ago, at a time when everybody else believed that the earth were flat. At a time when people couldn't understand why it was that in the distance, why is it that I see the ship coming towards the shore, and as it emerges from the horizon, the first thing I see is the sail? If the earth were flat, shouldn't I see the whole ship, just very small, and it will get larger as it gets closer? But that's not the case. They saw the top of the ship's sail first, almost as if it was coming up around a curved surface. So they knew about this. They knew about things like, why is it that every time there's a lunar eclipse, the shadow of Earth is round? Why is that? That's because the Earth is a ball. But they didn't believe that to be true. Someone said that if the Earth were flat, shouldn't the shadow of the Earth during a lunar eclipse once in a while be a straight line? But it never is. And there's only one shape that casts a round shadow every time, and that is a sphere. A sphere always casts a round shadow. So there's lots of evidence, even in those days, to suggest that the Earth was round. And yet, the idea of a flat Earth persisted.